Okay, dokie. I had the same thing, pulled it 3 times. What a goof. Okay, that's some kind of screen shake, which I got going. It's not great, but I do need to work on the actual visuals of the game at some point. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Okay, like I said, I think I should mess with menus. Something like this needs a little bit of UI stuff. This needs a little bit of... Yeah, it's a little bit much on the screen shake, but the instant you say anything, it gets a little better. Plus, it really should have the whatchamacallit. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do the... Yes, I think it needs some audio. Would help a lot. Okay. Well, let's do some menus here. So... So what all do I want to have? I feel like a start. Yeah, I do just have the one font. Do I know what other kind of font I would want to use? Is there a good, like, Dragon Ball Z-esque font? Okay, if I look up Dragon Ball Z... okay, so no kerning. You smash all the letters on top of each other. Yeah, they are kind of a little haphazard. Now what if I look up the Dragon Ball Z font? Is that a thing I can do? Font meme? Wow, that one's starting off quiet. That's just literally Dragon Ball then, right? Or no? Okay, no, it is. Yeah, just give me... What is it? Oh, what's the font place? Fonts? Font struct? That's where Balatra's got its font. Defont. William Defont. William Dafoe. Okay, there's a special filter to put on this. And that filter is... Oh shoot, what is the... Okay, search. It's a Google search on Defont. William Defont. Man, I hate it. I just was like, I'm getting a little tired. Maybe I can sit for a little bit, and my back's like, no, no, you can't. Really? Literally, no amount of sitting. Straight up none. Okay. There's a way to sort these, and I don't remember how to do it. Oh, that's what they mean by games. It's literally just a bunch of images of games. Wild. Gothic, maybe? No, okay, comic? Did they have? Okay, cartoon, comic. There we go, okay, and then free for personal use. I don't know what that means. Oh, there's the sort. Okay. I want to sort by more options, public domain. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now can I find something that looks somewhat Dragon Ball Z, as in like a bunch of letters smashed up against each other? I guess public domain would be the... That's fine, whatever. Just needs to be public domain. Okay. Pac-Man font is actually part of that? Interesting. Oh, one of those looked nice and blocky. Oh, that's it. Okay. Bummer. No, this is just... Okay. Oh, okay. Comic. Oh, so this is it. And the fancy comic? Okay, and then fancy groovy. So this is a fancy groovy? Okay, so that's a little confusing. But that is jumping to the next one. Okay, I will take the ad break. Okay. Yeah, it's always that moment where I'm like, I'm kind of kaput. And also, everybody else is kaput at the same time. Is there... I guess we could just keep going through these? Eroded. Eroding. Eroding. Well, cartoon ain't too bad either. Okay, so this does say whether there is Locker Gnome. It's got Gnome in the title. It looks a little more Pokemon than Dragon Ball Z, but I'm kaput. I've already yawned twice, and I've barely started the thing 10 minutes ago. Look for kaput as a font. I could. That's not what I'm I was trying to look for something that looks vaguely Dragon Ball Z-esque. That's also under the public domain, but there ain't a lot. Although, this is tempting. Because it's, I don't know, it vaguely gets that, but also, it's got Gnome in the title. And I could just, again, not think too hard about it and just get the thing. I mean, even when I have music going, I watched one too many more clips of Peak. Now it's back to. Okay, so hopefully that means I have a font. Wait, is it drop the one true type font file into Unity? Or is it once I install it, then I gotta go find where I installed it? No, okay, so do you tell me where I installed it? Or can I just drop in this one true type font file? Fonts. Because there might be multiple just in case I... okay, NAU. Well, that does count as a font file. Okay, so now we go into the window, text, font asset creator. Aha. Locker Gnome. And generate the font atlas, save it. Yeah. Okay, then I can go to the button. And restart Unity. Boy, I really need a flippin' nap again. I don't know what changes I need to make in my life to make it so that I can at least sit for like an hour. I need to be able to sit occasionally. I can avoid it for the most part, but at some point, I just want to sit and chill and like play a game on my phone for a few minutes or something. Excuse me, there's a font file. Updated. I was like, I didn't change anything. Save it. Okay. Font asset. It's there. It exists. I swear. It's right there. Can I drag it into here? No. I just generated it. Dadgummit. Okay. You. Fonts. Yeah, SDF asset meta. There is a Locker Gnome SDF font asset. And I go over to the text and I say I want to switch the font asset out. Okay, one more restart then. Okay, and then what buttons do I want to make while I'm thinking about it? Start, quit. Should think about options. And moment of truth. No. What do you fluffing mean, you dumb? It's right there. I generated the asset. No, what's the... Am I missing a step here? You generated the font file just fine, though. So why can't I select it as a font? Bugger off, you dumb. Okay, if I go look at the other project and the font I added there. So I probably did the fonts file? Yeah, fonts. Fred Roca is this thing here, and then this. Yeah, Fred Roca 1 regular STF. Why is this project being a pain in terms of the like, okay, so the font asset creator. I'm flipping god balls. Are you mocking me, or have you picked that up as a thing? I'm trying to think of the podcast I listen to. They've got a couple of phrases that I started picking up, at least one of them that I promptly can't remember, but. You generated the font atlas. It's all good. Generate the font atlas. Save as. And Locker Gnome SDF asset. Save it again. And I thought I could just start using it as a font asset at this point. Okay, give me a different text then. UI, give me a different button. It's a new button, it's a new day. Here. Bugger off! Why? Flippin' god balls. Select a TMP font asset, which it just created with this TMP font asset. We're gonna have this many troubles with this basic flippin' stuff here? What was that plus sign? Is it yes? No? Maybe so? Okay, I'll just make the flippin' buttons, then I'll go back and make them nice. If you're not gonna let me do the what should have been a small thing to make them nice to start with. Start button. Quit button. That's what always happens on Saturday. I get that first hit of dopamine on the Friday, and I'm like, ooh, look, I got the mic working, and I got the ball popping up, and now I'm like, it's 6 o'clock on Saturday, and all I did was make it look a little nicer. Otherwise, it's the same basic functionality that I had. How does this happen every time? Because my systems are not efficient. Oh. How do you make the systems more efficient? Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be where I'm at, would I? Oh, give me an options button, too. Am I gonna have an options menu? I feel like I should, just because of the fact that if it's got the microphone settings, I might want to, oh, options button, rather. Okay, so then start, it should... Okay, options. And then I could call it start/resume and then just have this one flip menu pop up. Okay. Main menu. There's one way to do it. Scripts. Menu. Yeah. Wait, so that just... Yeah, okay, I can just click it there. I've been... God, balls. Main. Menu. Okay, and now start update. So this is a public void start game. Public void quit the game. And this is application.quit. And start game is just gonna hide the main menu. Which I can do via the thing here. Well, it needs to actually like start the game in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so options. Do I even need an options menu, or can I just have options available in the menu? Of which I want to have some kind of... Well, let's see, for indie games, it's mostly just a volume of how loud the game is, and then I think I also want to do a slider for how sensitive the mic is. Although I never did figure that out. We're gonna stub out a bunch of stuff and then backfill it, is the intent. We're gonna stub out a bunch of stuff and then never get around to backfilling it, is the reality. No, be a little more hopeful. We're gonna stub it out and then we're gonna go back and do it. Okay. The volume slider. Then we do a... Actually, let's get you all situated. And then we go back for the... Does this really not come with like a text? Just the slider? Okay. Well then, add some text on top of it. And by on top, I mean above it. For volume. Okay, reset. And drop you under that. And then say volume. Yeah, suspected. Okay, we want to do that at least. Okay. So that's a nice volume slider. Do the same for mic sensitivity. Oh my goodness. Mic sensitivity slider. Here we go. Okay. We type in mic sensitivity, so it gotta make sense to... I don't know if... Okay, so microphone might be a bit much. Sensitivity. Why didn't you flippin'... I typed it... God, balls. Microphone. Okay, no, mic sensitivity. Sensitive IT. Okay, microphone sensitivity. There we go. Now we need to make you a bit wider. There we go. Now we're just gonna hide the options button and just cram these in between start and quit. because I will need some kind of... and in terms of tutorial, I am thinking of just... Oh, did I do the canvas thing? Screen space, world space, camera? This is screen space, camera. And then the camera. Did I need to do that? I don't know. No, I did not need to do that. That was not what I needed to do. Go back. I lied. I just wanted to make sure that it was sizing the stuff correctly. Okay, so now the start button is just going to hide the main menu. Oh, this is not... God balls. Maybe because I saw God balls there, that now I'm like, okay, everything is a God balls. Okay. Reset that. Remove that. Now this is the main menu. Oh, I made this as the main menu. I didn't make this as a main menu. Oh, the game over text is not related. All y'all are main menu things. So now I can go to start button. I can go to the object, in this case being the main menu, and then I can say game object set active to not so. Okay, now I have a quit button. Now I have a start button. So now instead of the other thing, doing the other thing, I think it's just all the way at the bottom. It's the I'm like, wait a second, what did... How did I get there? What? Okay, the spirit bomb? No, who has the... Is it just you? It might be the spirit bomb. There is no, like, other... You the script that has everything? You look like the script that is transforming into everything. Yes, okay. So now, instead of that, it's gonna be... Okay, so we get rid of that. And now it's going to be... You're on the main menu. Oh, but you are... Okay, so now this is going to be the... I guess the main menu UI. Game objects. Main menu UI. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now when you hit escape, it pops up this UI menu. I'll pause. Then you can click start, which will hide it. You can click quit, which will quit it. Which is not really a resume. I mean, I could do an actual genuine... Oh, yeah. I'm realizing, wait a second, maybe I do need a genuine start menu, and this will just be the, okay, and then we do escape. Bugger off! It's right here. I went here, and I went here, and I went here, and I went here. It's right there. Lies. Why does this have to just be part of the process? It's never just... Okay, now we hit start, we hit escape. Okay, so that's just going to be resume. That'll just be options, that'll be quit. Okay, so now I've made the pause menu, although I called it main menu. So this is the pause menu. This is the pause menu. the resume button because I'm just a goof like that. Okay, there. Oh, how close am I to 343? That was my kind of goofy goal of followers. But I feel like I'm close, because I just got yet another follower. I am at... Okay, yeah, I do still need 2 more followers. So if anybody else new stops by, which I don't think has happened in quite a long while. Well, no, I think there was some people, but I just need 2 more followers, and then I can hit the Halo number. Okay, so that is the pause menu, of which you can start away. Now, let's do an actual new scene. I don't really need it to be anything. Maybe we will still do a basic URP scene. Okay, and the way I did the camera, the other one was, I did a color. Okay, I turned off the directional light. I did a color. And then that color was some other color. Not mother flippin' cornflower blue. So this is the main menu. And now we go back over to... Oh my goodness, okay. I'm not awake enough for yapping, and this takes just a little bit too much brain power for me to really get a good conversation going or anything. Or maybe that's just an excuse. That's probably just more of an excuse. Now I'm going to be very afraid of copying a color out of Unity here, or pasting a color into Unity here, because that was consistently crashing, which is just so weird and wonky to me. Okay, I do wonder if I can just place a spirit bomb in here, and then this camera's not attached to anything. I don't know if the spirit bomb will just explode or not. Okay. Then we do UI button. This is the start button for realsies this time, actually. Start button. And we do a quit button again as well. Oh, the last, shoot. Okay, let's undo what I just did, because I didn't actually want to reset it. Position-wise, I did. There we go. Now I can copy it before I set the text, so that I can set this one. Okay. Or was there more? I did see the water shader for the boat on the whatever this the game is going to be called. Oh, and that is the last update. Yeah, no, the added art plus the water shader is definitely making the game look good. Maybe one day I'll find a friend who actually does art. Okay, I definitely, it's one of those small things. It's like when you have the resolution wrong on the pixel art, that makes it look sad. And then when you have the default font on anything, like when you have just slightly modified defaults, that always makes it look sad too. Okay, let's just see if this explodes, because I don't know if the spirit bomb is going to be mad that it doesn't have whatever things that are supposed to be attached. Yes, it is. And it is exploding. Who's angry? Which one's angry? Oh, the target. You don't have a target. Okay. Okay, so if the target is not equal to null, and the rest of this nonsense. Wait, I thought somebody was saying there was a bunch of auto battler games. I guess birds rolling around in a boat shooting stuff is vaguely auto battler, and I guess no, wait, okay. Adagon has just the menu thing. What did Pomo? Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm looking at the wrong things here. Okay, that looks more puzzle-esque to me. That looks more puzzle-esque to me. Okay, no, that's a person running around collecting materials? Or gathering, I should say. Name of the member, name of the member, name of the member. Okay, that looks a little more auto battler-esque, possibly? I don't know. Something about beautiful programmer art and random treetop swaying. Yeah, okay, somebody making a full skill tree thing here. That also does not look auto battler to me. That looks like just a spaceship. Oh, you could. Oh, an automatic like mining. Yeah, okay, again, not auto battler. Ooh, some kind of color laser puzzle. I'm excited about that. Okay, at least the update's on there. I see one that looks vaguely auto battler, but Honest Dan and Bowcraig, and I think it sounded like Oxbot was doing an auto battler too. Sounds exciting. And that's wait, how many people were in the first Down2Jam? Because I did play almost everything from the first Down2Jam. Is there an easy way to look at the previous one? I mean, obviously we're in the middle of this one, so. Is this gonna go back? Yeah, okay, this is gonna go back to the previous one. And there was like, what, 60 people in the first one? I didn't calculate that out right in my head at all. So, more... Yeah, because it took me... I think it did take me the... oh, I had 128 entrants and 29 entries. From last time? 128 entrants and only 29 entries? Seems like a lot. Oh, people joined the jam the very last day before submitting. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then somebody like Phil, I don't know if Phil is fully like signed up or just said, oh hey, I like the theme, I like this idea, I'm going with it, so. Oh, and then, yeah, it is tied to the microphone. That is kind of hilarious. Okay. Oh, this is looking at just the edge of this thing. Maybe I scooch it up just a little bit. Yeah, because if it, well... Okay, so... I need you to not pull from the microphone on the start. Or maybe pull from the microphone on the start so that it knows, hey, this is a microphone-related game. I don't know. I don't know if it actually automatically does it or not. Okay, let me scooch you down a little bit. Scooch you down just a smidge, maybe? Oh god, no. Okay, nope. We leave you where you were. That is not working. Okay. So now this start, this is where we did another actual main menu. to go to the main menu. Oh, I guess I could put the little character in here too. Basically, just replicate the whole scene. You and you and okay, that I can scooch down just fine. Actually, scooch the camera back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Then I can scooch the spirit bomb up just a little bit. No, okay, it just does not want to scooch it a smidgen. It wants to scooch it an insane amount. So 5? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, it shouldn't be that bad. 7, something like that. The assets are cute. Yeah, the little duck egg things and stuff. Yeah, that is some... Oh wait, wasn't there... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, there was... Oh, I guess this isn't the best. Look at these, critters. They are some fantastic, cute little critters here. Okay, so now when I hit start. Oh, okay, I guess this does give a good sense of... Yeah, I know this works. Because then if you have it mess with the microphone, this is somebody could get used to doing the microphone and seeing what the game is like, and... Yeah, okay, now this is a fun little starting test thing. Might be a bit bright, might be a bit much, but for now it's okay, whatever. And then for now it turns into forever, but... I want to drink more of that flippin' Fruit Loops sweet tea. It's a bad idea at this hour. Okay, I'm gonna go take the ad break. Okay. I need to get the... I need to go there. You... Scripts for the main menu. I actually want the main menu UI on this. The start game is going to be scene manager. Oh wait, it did the use? Oh, it added the using already. Okay, cool. Load scene. The scene I want to load is mapled scene. Because I didn't change it to be like main or anything. Okay, so we hit go. Then we hit go. It's not in the build settings list, is it? Build the profiles, add a scene. And then we're gonna go back to the other one here. Scene, mapled scene. Build profiles, add the scene. Okay, there we go. Speaking of UI, I probably need... Yeah, it's a little bit... it's a little bit much. It's a little insane. I don't know. It's kind of neat. It's kind of a bit much. I was getting the main menu going. Let's see if I can do the main menu now. Yeah, so I think this also gives a good test of like, okay, here's the microphone, testing it, and then hit start. No, you don't want to do it? Do I have to load the full thing? Start? You're not attached to anything. It's going okay. I'm a little afraid that the planet and the characters and the background and everything are gonna look like butt, and that there's really not gonna be much gameplay. But I guess I've got a couple hours to try to deal with that. I'll probably focus on the gameplay and then I'll probably do what I did today. Do an art pass in the morning, do a gameplay pass in the evening, and then do a menu pass or in the afternoon. And then getting sort of close to a prototype with cubes, capsules, and prisms. And then gonna spend tomorrow modeling. Okay. Or just lean into it. I mean, that's my big project that I'm working on. It's just very abstract things. Kind of more of an intentional. But I think for a game jam, it's not a bad idea to lean into the, like, pure abstract sort of stuff. Okay, so the start button. But I just really like abstract as a theming. Well, I don't know. And there's some big games that have need things with personality though. You could do personality out of abstract. Like even this. Like I think this has personality to it. Like, because it's a specific font here that I'm using. And, like, there's just specific choices I made. Well, yeah, because it has, like, rounded edges on all these boxes and stuff. Like, I don't know. I think of something like Tetris, and I think it still has some kind of identity to it and branding to it. Okay. I can't think of too many games. Like, I guess maybe Go is the closest thing to, like, a game with no personality. Because even chess has, like, tell little horsies and stuff. Like, even there's, like, abstract representations of. Or there's representations of things that are in reality, as opposed to like a pure, just boxes and stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm also thinking of something like Geometry Dash. It's just they did like a box with a face and some triangles and stuff. Yeah, okay, thinking of chess piece level of modeling. Well, it's because even like Brainoid's game, they've got like cute little egg ducks that I'm pretty sure that they're not gonna have arms and legs. They're just gonna be blobs with faces. Absolutely adorable blobs with faces. But I think a la Brotato. I mean, that's what I'm leading into right now, too, is the, like, here's a Rayman style character. I don't know how I'm gonna gussy this up, but we'll see. Because I would like to make it look a little more human and a little less just balls. Oh boy. You have the main menu. There is no main menu UI on this, because this is the main menu. You. Main menu. There we go. Start game. There we go. Okay. So now that I have it attached to a button, now can I... Yeah, is that going to be a bit much as an intro scene? Most likely. And then if somebody doesn't talk, well, okay. It said on the box that please say words. So, yeah, okay, didn't realize it was a human at first. Yeah, it's I'm trying to do some kind of... I'm half-assing it right now. I'm half-assing it hard. But we'll see. Okay, so we hit start. There we go! Okay. Yeah, it's just a bit much on the, like, initial thing there. And then it immediately stops doing the jitter. It stops shaking the camera. And then it also stops shaking the camera when you finally get to, like, okay, you throw the ball and it explodes. It was supposed to shake the camera there, but because it's at such an insane... Oh, that's what it was. I had an idea. I did have an idea to fix that. Okay, so now I have some kind of main menu. This quit button is not set up. Main menu, quit. Okay. Oh, and then my options are not set up either. Oh, shoot. Okay, maybe I should have just copied over that other... I could have just... Oh, shoot. Okay, I could have just made that a main menu prefab. Copy that... Okay, now here I am repeating work even. So this pause menu, we're just going to prefab that under UI stuff. Okay, so then there... Yeah, okay. And then go back to main menu. And then I actually lied about these buttons that I didn't put a ton of time into. Let's just hide them for now. Okay, then pause menu here. Show it. Yeah, because I feel like I can just kind of cram the options in there. Well, I want to have the options from the get-go. Like, if I just drag the scene up, kinda. Like, okay, that's not a solution though. I could move the character up. I could. Okay, in this case, it's the start button. Well, and it's also good to know that the character that I have right now does not look like a person. It does not immediately come off as Who-Man. So now, main menu. Start game. Yeah, okay, quit button. You're not actually attached right now. Main menu. Quit the game. Okay. So now I gotta get the volume and microphone sensitivity working. Might look like a person. Might look more like a person if it was animated. Well, I don't know exactly what to animate on there. Now, if I had like clothes fluttering or something. But like here, like look at it. These, like when they do a spirit bomb, they just stand. Yeah, they stand in that. I guess they. Okay, it's the arm jiggle. They got like some arm jiggle and leg jiggle, I guess. Is what the yeah, okay, it's the wibbly wobbles on. Yeah, I was gonna say it's on the clothes. Yeah, okay. I guess I could wibbly wobble the yeah, okay. I could wibbly wobble the hands and the feet.
You are awesome. I can't wait to see what you'll do next time. Later.
The double, just the double tap. Complete obliteration. Okay, yeah, but I had an idea for shaking the camera. My hands moving from the side of the person to above the person. Yeah, okay, you're saying like start with that. Let's see. Nah, I think I do like the idea of just doing at least like a little bit of wibbly wobble on the hands and feet just to see if that brings it to life a little more. Yeah, I was aiming for like the me kind of look. I think I still had the me's pulled up. Yeah, I thought bowling specifically did not have legs, but I guess they do have legs. Maybe it's the sword fighting one? Could have sworn there was a version of the Mii's. Oh, okay. No, it is these. Yeah, okay. So there's other extra Mii NPCs that do not, in fact, have legs. Well, I'm looking at this. It's like, maybe it's as simple as just putting a face on the character. And then it'll look like a person, I suppose. Are the Mii's even on the Nintendo Switch too? I know they half-assed some form of Mii's on the Nintendo Switch, but I feel like it's something they got rid of. Yeah, this was a fun thing to play around with. Yeah, it's one of those bummer things of like, people still use the Wii Shop music for like TikToks and things, and yet the stores nowadays don't have that kind of whimsy to them. That album appears to be over. Animations, that's what I was working on. Prefab, character, animator, nope, animation. There we go, to animate the character. Assets. Animations. I will be excited to see all of these different auto battlers though. Kind of fun that a lot of people are going for auto battlers as a thing. One day, I will be struck with inspiration to do something auto battler. Oh, okay, so I guess if the arm is attached there, and then the hand there, and then the leg is attached there, maybe the feet need to move down. Maybe that'll also help. Maybe? Sure. Okay, so now the new animation. What do you mean new animation? that what I called it? No, I didn't want to call it new animation. Ah, dadgummit. Rename to idle. That's god balls. Idle. Man, I was thinking about my friend from high school. Well, I don't feel like I started saying god balls until like college time frame. But that's over 10 years ago. Ruh-roh. Okay, so now add a property. The right hand, transform position. The hand to left, transform position, and then I want to just kind of scooch him, some way, shape, or form. Oh, it's because I don't have you selected in any way, shape, or form. Okay, hand right, hand left. Here, here. And then we scooch you forward just a little. And then we repeat that and do that, except do positive. And then we do that. There, there, there. And then you get stuck like that. There. Okay. It might be a little forward, a little back. Might be a little much. Do like a... Should be a little more subtle, I guess. It doesn't feel like it's subtle and Dragon Ball Z don't really feel like they go together, but okay, some kind of wiggle. Wobble, wishy, wobble, wishy, wobble, wishy, wobble, yeah. And then the feetsies. The foot's here. And the foot here. And then, does this actually show the animation for the feet? That one was just the pose.
My name is Goku, and I'm from Earth.
That's his. Good job there, buddy. Also, good to know Earth exists, I guess. Yeah, okay, it's a lot of like clothing motion, I think.
You're really tough.
Yeah, that's one of those particle things. I'm like, if I put some particles on there. Wow, they did so much more on the impact. Wow, that is not what I was. That's not where I was expecting that to go. Just guy gets shocked a little bit, and then suddenly the entire Earth explodes. Yeah, okay, a lot of these don't even show the feet, and it doesn't even. Okay, well then we'll just do like a little forward wiggle on the feet then, I guess. So the feet Do I want the feet to move forward when the hands move forward? Or do I want to move the feet? Backward. Which way do I want to move the feet in this scenario? Oh, they're rotated kind of funky. Pain in the butt. It was like speaking of another grandmaism. Okay, you and you. And then there we go. Okay, and then something like that. And then we just repeat that. There. And then just straight up repeat. That. There. Okay, and then. Not a great foot positioning, but whatever. Okay, let's see. Now the animator. Oh, and then it always explodes. You try to go look at the animator, it just flippin' explodes. So, is it gonna animate or no? Okay, yeah, it does look like it's animating. It's not much of it. It's hard to tell kind of what is going on at all, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, and I did have an idea of just calling it like Soul Charge or something. Okay, and then you hit start, and then yeah, you're not even gonna see the animation. That's the secondary thing. It's like it zooms out immediately to where you can't even see anything. That's kind of the point. It's just it's supposed to be. Here's the giant crazy spirit ball, which I'm glad this looks okay. Everything else surrounding it still needs some work, but I think at least the actual spirit ball looks okay. The lasers are a little bit of a bummer, but I don't know, maybe it gives a sense of scale. Yeah, the guy's a little hard to see. Yeah, it's because the menu's kind of covering it up. Well, and I'm like, oh, the screen size, it'll be a bigger screen if the person actually plays it, but that's not necessarily true. What? Why did the camera set to here? Okay, a little wild. Okay, but the main menu. Yeah, because the button's on top of the little guy and the insanity of this giant ball here. I could shrink the text on this options stuff and then squish this together. It's not gonna look like this in the actual game though, too, I gotta remember, so. Oh, so actually go to the pause menu. Let's just do that in the prefab. Not the character, the UI. Yeah, I always get to the end of the day and I'm like, I didn't do anything. And I'm like, no, I did a lot of things. I actually did do a lot of things. Okay, let's make it so I can see you, please. Oh, and I gotta see that font. That font, it didn't seem to take for some reason. Okay, so volume text. Shrink you by just chop it in half, I guess. And then scooch the text to there. So, same thing with you. Chop it in half, scooch it down. Then that gives me an opportunity to just take the volume slider, scooch it down, take the zoom button, scooch this down. Oh, you are a butt. Oh, okay, no, that Okay, the width, the height. Let's do like 20. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's make sure that the text is not covering anything. So then do like 75. There we go. Yeah, because this will cover stuff up, and that's an issue. Okay, so do the same thing here. 50. No, what did I do? 25? Oh, 20 and 75. The 75 is not applicable. So 20. And then 125. Nope. 150. Nope. 200. This is telling me that my powers of estimation are not. Yeah, I haven't been doing super good on estimate me, but I had a godlike streak on angle, where I got 3-1 in a row. I guessed it in one guess 3 days in a row. And then I didn't even get it on the fourth. I was like, oh, nope, the streak is gone. But I was surprised I even got it once. And then I was even more surprised when I got it twice in a row. And then I was just completely astounded that I got it 3 times in a row. But yeah, my powers of estimate me are pretty gone at this point. Oh, it's the UI, I guess, in there, so... That is Euphoria. No, I definitely... I in our work group chat, I sent a very uncharacteristic, like, cocky message of, like... Because it was kind of like whoever... I think the original intent was, like, whoever wins the game gets to say what the next, like, main game is, which we never stuck to. It was only, like, a day or two. But there is still kind of, like, the... post your scores and do bragging rights. And I was like, okay, nope. Crown me. 3 days. One guess, like 1 angle in a row. Was just feeling kind of insane. Okay, so that hides the feet, I guess. So that's, and then it's not gonna look like that in the actual development build. But okay, so let's do character, scoot you up just slightly. There we go. Okay. It might be a little close to the spirit bomb or whatnot, but that's okay. Whatever. I kind of like I said, I like this as an idea. Whatever. It's good enough. It's fine. I need to put the title on here. I need to say what the thing is. And then is there any other colors I can do to try to make this look more like a person without actually doing... Like, what does Rayman do? Just out of curiosity. It's white gloves, I think, right? Rayman? Yeah, white gloves and then yellow shoes. Yeah, I heard Ubisoft is going to be bringing Rayman back, which is cool. Not that I played a bunch of Rayman. I played it a little bit on the DS and wasn't super impressed with it, and that was about my extent of Rayman, but... So, do I want to... And then the Mii's, I think, do skin color. But I don't necessarily want to have, like, a specific skin color. Which is kind of why I wanted to go with gray. Oh, I could do an orange shirt. There we go. That'll both be a call to... was that ads ending, or was that ads about to start? Okay, orange. we do an orange. Maximum red. What was it like? There we go. And then half. I could steal it directly off of Dragon Ball, but I'm trying to do Dragon Ball inspired without it being Dragon Ball specifically. And then it's like black shoes or something. What's the okay, some kind of gray shoes. Some kind of poofy orange pants. Aww. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Like, we'll see what I figure out for the audio. Okay, so that was ad starting. I do want to sit again, or lie down again. I might actually have to sit for a bit, but then my back is at me. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go lie down at least. Oh boy. Well, it's technically not black boots, right? Kind of more like an orange, or not orange, kind of more like, oh, it's white on, okay, white feet and white gloves. Okay, Goku's the only one that has the... Okay, see, that's not even doing like a shake animation, that's just the positions. Those are some very big portraits. Hey, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, I'm actually somewhat familiar with.
Hurry up and become a Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, okay, a lot of the animation is just in the clothes. Okay, yeah, but it's blue and orange with the blue boots. So maybe we just say blue then? nice dark blue. Just navy then. It's a navy blue, I guess. I'm not trying to be Dragon Ball exactly. Because I don't know Dragon Ball. We'll make it a purple then, I guess. I don't know. I'll do my own flippin' color. My own flippin' thing. Okay, and then... do I make some kind of face? Probably should put some kind of face on there. Yeah, needs some kind of face. Oh, and I needed the title. I just needed to put a title on there. Or not, I wanted to put a title on there because it's an easy thing to... Title text. And then this is Soul Charge. Okay. And then you want to go... Well, everything's... Yeah, we're keeping it all centered. To the middle. So there. I don't know that I needed to do the second one. Okay, width-wise, you need to be... There we go, okay. And then... Upsy-daisies, like there. And then... Big. Okay. And then I can see if that font ever actually made it into the project. It's a little hard to read, but then, yeah, okay, it does get a little easier to read as this thing kind of adds to it. Okay. And then this does kind of give some hint as to what the game is, because you talk and you see, oh, okay, that's what this is. Okay. Yay! Yeah, and then at some point you can't even see how big it is, but that's fine. Yeah, still needs to be some kind of background. If I could figure out the background stuff, I still need to figure out these. Then you hit start. Oh, it didn't apply to the character there. Dagnabbit. Okay, so now we go to you and say apply, please. And then we go to the other scene there and say the pause menu. Let's fix that. Then I'm in the main menu, the pause menu over here. Let's hide you. Then now I need to actually have the volume slider do something, and I need to actually have the mic sensitivity work as well. It's so intense to start with. I die. But then it immediately zooms out to like here, and you can't even see the person, so. Okay, but they're not getting consumed. Yeah, I was gonna say, they're not getting consumed by it, so that's still accurate there at least. Okay, and I kind of do need... That's the one problem. It's like, I don't have the art, but I do have the animation. Well, Dragon Ball has the art, but doesn't have the animation. Okay, so now... Okay, and then I do need to... Oh, and then I keep thinking about that. Okay. I haven't written down what I wanted to get done on this list here in a long time, have I? Okay, I got glow, I got particle effects. I still haven't done this, and I still don't have chat message input. I mean, these were kind of like stretch goals. chat message input is not like a main goal. I would love to have that, but I think I need a little more game here first. Okay, so the idea that I keep having that I still have not added or fixed or changed or done is the spirit bomb, maybe? Or the camera? Okay, the camera here when the spirit bomb is exploding. It's still doing this. Okay, so oh, and then it locks it into the position there too. Okay. So if it's not exploding, then look at it and keep your position locked. But if it has exploded, then you can shake the camera around a bunch. So it's not going to be looking at the... Now, is this even going to be noticeable at this range? Hopefully, I think so. It was because of the fact that it was... Yeah, so here, it's because... It works so well, though, to go from, like, really zoomed in and shaking a whole bunch, and then zoomed out, and it's not shaking as much. That, to me, just feels kind of cinematic, of like, oh, you're right next to the action, so it looks insane, and then as the camera zooms out more and more and more, and you're not next to the action. Okay, then I hit the button. It explode. It didn't shake or move at all. Okay, so if the spirit bomb get thrown, so once it has been thrown, and then if it is exploding, yeah, okay, so it is doing the look at, it's doing that, and then here, the spirit bomb has been thrown and it is exploding. And then it should screen shake. The screen shake is changing the position based on the random unit sphere, and this is within an update based on the explosion strength. Okay, this might be a debug just to see, is it actually screen shaking and just not noticeable, or is it not screen shaking? Okay, is there any other, like, quick, easy visual thing I can do to make this look better? It's the star background. It's the adding a starry background, adding some kind of space background. Yeah, it's adding some kind of space. Making the character look a little better would probably be good, but it shrinks so fast to the you're just staring at mostly space background is the issue. You're staring at mostly empty space. I mean, obviously the spirit bomb does draw a lot of the eye, but you're staring at mostly empty space. And then here, when it transitions to that, you're staring at mostly empty space. Before that, it just doesn't do anything. Okay, it starts off with a lot of screen shaking. Oh, and I do need some kind of restart there, too. That's the other thing. Okay, so... Okay, so what I want to do is I want to press space here. And then I want to pause it. I want to clear all of these. Then I want to restart it. Okay, it only screen shakes once. It moves the camera once. Why is it only moving it once? So get exploding. Exploding equals true, destroy object. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. No, it should be exploding here. And this is when it should be exploding. Is once it hits the target. That's what this is supposed to be. Yeah, this is move. Yeah, this is move towards the target. Then once you reach the target, explode for a while. Okay, exploding was in the wrong spot. Now let's see if it does some screen shake when it reaches the target. Okay, yeah, bugger off. And that might also be the reason that I just always restart. I know it also happens at work too. With work, the way that stuff is made, you have to restart the scene every time you do something. Okay, so now we press the button. Okay, now I did the screen shake. A bit much. It went from not enough, as in not existing, to... Okay, so now I did the screen shake as it was exploding. So now I might actually want to keep looking at the bomb. Or it might be... Oh, this was explosion. No, explosion strength. No, you're small, right? Yeah, it says 2 references here. Okay, no, that's if it's exploding. Then over here, yeah, okay, that's where it's just doing half. That's where it's trying to make it less. And then here is making it insane. Okay, wait, so don't actually look at it. Maybe that's what I want to, is don't look at it here. But now we lessen the explosion strength now that I figured out why it was not screen shaking. Yeah, it might have been that, like, afternoon, like, doldrums there. Or, like, right when I started this stream, I was not feeling it. But now that I've gotten some stuff done, and processed some food and stuff, and drank some water. My legs are getting too tired to stand all the time, but my back is not letting me sit for any length of time either. I just need to lie down for days on end, I guess. And that's just not possible. Take a week off of work to just lie down and play Borderlands 4. Okay. So now you... Explosion force. Okay, yeah, explosion scale. So just do 1. Let's see what that looks like. Because it seemed like it was shaking it too much. And I don't necessarily want to have the camera zoomed in on it. Oh, and I could shrink it. I could shrink the craziness a little more at the start here too. Okie dokie. Yeah, because I do like the screen shake. It makes it feel impactful. It makes it seem impressive, and because you come from the it goes from shaking to like now it's so big, I can't even see. It's so big, it's so far away, I can't even see how much it's shaking, and then you do see the planet there, like changing space too. So then you can hit the button and see. Okay, that's how big it was. Why was that the answer? Why was that the response? That was just insanity. What? The screen shake was working just fine there. Okay, I lied. I guess continue looking at the planet? No. You know what we're gonna do? Oops. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Give that to me again at maximum. That was too funny. And then I could clip it too. Okay, so now we start there. We get it a little bigger, and I guess now, yeah, so now you can see the guy for quite a bit, or you can see the person there. I say guy just because Goku, but kind of non-specific with the gray and the other stuff. Okay, so now, yeah, okay, those lasers disappear fairly fast. Dang it. Oh, okay, yeah, I need a big number. I need a big number on here to say how big this ball is. Okay, so I need the timer and ball size. Okay, so now we hit the button. Okay, it's not working out at all. The explosion strength is just random on inside unit sphere there. Okay, well, I guess continue looking at the object instead of just going crazy. See if that helps. And then explosion strength, we just get rid of you. Because this other one is just using half anyway. And I could cut that in half too. That's another variable I should add as just a thing to mess with instead of having variables inside of here. Yeah, it's because if you don't say anything there. What the heck? Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, where did the planet go? Yeah, okay, so you don't see the planet for a little bit. But, okay, so now we get this to some kind of size here, and then we hit the button, and let's zoomed in on it, nice. Well, now you didn't do anything. The explosion strength was 1. Okay, was it because of the look ahead? Oh, it is shaking the thing and then looking at it. What if I do it the other way around? Okay, so if I... Yeah, you can still see the little guy there for quite a bit. A nice big screen with a whole bunch of resolution. You could definitely see the guy there. I don't actually know for Dragon Ball how big this spirit bomb actually is. I just sort of... This is a version of it, I suppose. Why did you go absolutely insane for that long? Jeepers. What? Explosion strength on the camera. Wait a second. Is that on the spirit bomb? Huh? Oh, here, that I pass it in. Oh, spirit bomb to get the magnitude. Whoopsie daisies. This is not this variable. Yeah, okay, that's not a variable I'm even using. I'm using the magnitude of the explosion. Okay, so this we just do like 2 or something. Or 1 even, we'll see. I don't want to make a couple more variables, but most likely should. Okay, so now let's see. Let's go bigger. Yeah, go big or go home. We gotta see the planet at least. Okay, that big. did that do it? Okay, don't look at it now. Now that I'm putting what it seems like a much more reasonable number in there. Okay, I need a couple more. I need to finish out a couple more menu things. Okay, so is that a bit intense? Yeah, probably. Wait, why? Okay, why am I seeing the planet now? I feel like a couple of times it wasn't showing me the planet, and now I feel like it is showing me the planet, but okay, whatever. Whatever works, I guess. And now... I want the screen shake. I feel like the screen shake is going to give that so much more oomph. It wasn't like too... Oh, the magnitude is like insane though, right? So let's do it like that. Because the planet is not changing size. Oh, audio. Do I also want to mess with audio? Okay, so... Yeah, the two big things I really want to try to nail is this space background and the planet. Those are the two things. Well, three things. I need the character too. Dang it! The character's also gonna need... ideally, I can make the character look a little nicer. Okay. Why? Why? God's spirit balls? Yeah, that's pretty good. With all the times I say God balls. And now that was like way too much. Okay, so 20 then. We'll narrow in on a number here at some point. Okay, so this is the... yeah, I don't even have any floats. I guess that's fine. Okay, so this is the... Screen shake is the... Okay, let's do the shake strength instead. Shake strength. And then the shake strength is what gets put into here. And then this is the explosion strength. And then the charge strength. Okay, so now the charge strength is 0.25. And then the explosion strength is 20 for testing. Okay. Well, I think the reason that I want to do the art, like, try to nail down the art stuff a little more is simply because of the fact that, like, I think if I can get the character to look good, and if I can get the background to look good, and if I can get the planets to look good, of which it's just if I can get a nice skybox going, and if I can get a nice planet texture going, can I just do like some concrete texture or something? I don't know. Okay, so I keep trying to do long words, and it's just I need to shout into the microphone and hit the flippin' whatchamacallit. Okay, and then we hit the button. You're getting out of place. That's also what's happening. The initial position. Oh, transformed up position. And then while it continues to explode, it continues to do the screen shake. Okay, wait a second. Transformed up position equals end position. Oh, well then just do that. No, just pass in the end position. It should shake around this end position, not a moving position. Okay, and 20 seemed a little better. Yeah, I don't know how to model out a guy. Yeah, if I could figure out how to model a guy, I wouldn't really need to worry about animating him though either. So that's the thing. It's like I because of what? Yeah, because of the subject matter that I picked, you're really just staying in one position. So, okay, and there we go. That's finally looking better. Okay, now give me stronger. I do like 50. Make it really like. Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly about the like say. Yeah, if you make this super huge, I think there is a point at which the the ball will like clip through the planet before it hits the explosion. But whatever, it's fine. I'm like, there we go. Okay. Now, can I also fade the screen to white too? That would also be good. Hmm? How would I do that exactly? Because it's not an animation necessarily. It's kind of tied into. Yeah, okay, so if you do a tiny little baby spirit bomb, then we need to fade to white really quick there. Okay, this also needs to. Okay, and if I do a super. Yeah, that didn't even. I love how sad that was. Okay, cool. Kame. Okay, so yeah, if you get a nice log word there. Foos. Ro. Da. There's the screen shake is giving it some nice game feel. Okay, can I make a starry night background? Is that like a shader I can do? So the starry night background is a shader? Because it is just generating a bunch of little white dots, right? Yeah, if I knew how to do shaders. That is all I'm looking for, is just a bunch of dots. And it's like I could generate a whole bunch of little tiny sprites, but that just... getting into this like absolute itching need to learn shader stuff. Okay, it's Minecraft related anyway. Okay, and I do have... yeah, I did attempt a planet shader. Okay, there was a way to make it more detailed? Wait, can I just multiply it then, I guess? Multiply? Or like POW maybe or something? It's making me think I should play Walliber's game. Like, that's, I don't know what that's multiplying there exactly. Okay, can you shrink maybe? Okay, it's not an offset thing. Is it part of the noise generation? Have it a planet noise shader? Yeah, okay, there's gonna be a... Yeah, it's a lot of stuff like this, where I'm like, here's a full how you make a planet, and it's like, nah. Yeah, this is really what I want. It's just like, give me some layer of... Oh, noise, actually. I have gradient noise right now. Okay, wait, give me some regular noise then. That might look better. Simple noise, yeah. It says some Voronoi noise or some granulated noise. Aha. Okay, well then let's try that for the planet. It's not gonna look super good. Oh, and it's add time. Well, it's lay down time. Okay, I'm definitely getting kaput. I'm just lying there reading webcomics, like, oh, it's only 7:30. Gotta go for at least like another hour. Oh, that was the font that never made it. Okay, so now if I just do straight up noise, back over on the materials, the planets, my own shader graphs, planet shader graph. Okay, how do you, because that looks fine. How do I get that to do that here? So I can get a little more. Yeah, it's like sorting priority is not gonna matter there. And the surface options, the surface inputs are nothing. Oh, yes, I do want to save the changes I made to the shader graph. Okay, and... Ooh, wait a sec. Yeah! Ooh, there we go. Now you can see the planet move a little more. Okay, that's still kind of ugly, but... Hey, there we go. That's looking a little better. That's looking like something, at least. It was looking like a whole lot of nothing. Okay. Ooh, that's closer. Okay, then we do that. So when it's super duper huge, and the camera, okay, I can't, oh, it's the end point. I'll have to recalculate the end point now too. Okay, cool. Basic noise, looking like a rocky moon or something. Hell yeah, okay. I'm close, I'm heckin' close. Now can I do a shader for the like starry night sky or something? Yeah, because I'm even okay with just this straight up flat gray. That's fine, that looks like a rocky moon. Okay, so now can I do something for a skybox? Oh, that's the big thing. I just need some kind of fancy starry night sky. Okay, so... yeah, okay, the starry night. How are they doing the starry night here? But finally, the starry night is created using a sphere with a negative radius so its faces are turned inward. The scene also includes a static moon, the crystalline rock material. Okay, so that's the GitHub. It doesn't say exactly how the starry night is generated. But I do like the idea of like, okay, can you turn a sphere inside out in Unity? Or is that I need to do that in Blender and then put it in here. Okay, what if I just drop like the... okay, solid color. So if I go back to Skybox. It's a render texture. Oh, and then I gotta go Windows, rendering, lighting, I think, and then I can go to environment, and then I can mess with the skyboxes. Kinda odd. Okay, so now what if I click on, like, yeah, this planet? Shader, this material does not support skybox rendering. Okay, well then go back to the default. So how do you do a shader? I guess a Unity skybox shader? Shader procedural skybox tutorial. It's 11. Is there going to be an explanation? Or is there going to be an example? No.
I have created a project in URP and while you set yours, let me roll in.
Oh, that, you're just showing how to change the color? That's it? Ooh, no, there is Starry Night. Wait.
In today's video, we will create Skybox using Shader Graph. I'm using Unity version 2022.2, but it will work on any Unity LTS versions. I have created a project in URP, and while you set up yours, let me roll the intro. Okay, so we can set any unlit material as our Skybox. So let's create the Shader Graph, and pay attention here. We go built-in, then unlit Shader Graph. Let's call it Skybox Shader Graph. Double click to open it. Skybox will typically has different colors over the y-axis or vertically top to bottom. So let's create a position node. We want world position, so let's keep the space at world. And now we need to normalize it, so let's take the output and feed it into normalize node. It will convert our position vector's length or magnitude to 1 unit. I want value between 1 and -1, so I normalize it. Okay, we need y-axis, so let's create a split node. So split node, feed this output here, and this g will be our y. So let's take that and preview it. As you can see, in the preview we have positive value at the top, and while bottom only shows black, it has negative values. So very top is exactly 1, the center is 0, and the very bottom will be -1, and everything is in between. Okay, let's deal with the sky part first. So let me take this y and hook it into the clamp node. And clamp the value between 0 and 1. So the bottom
Okay, I don't really need that.
And we want to control this gradient blend, so feed its output into the power node. What power node does is it just darkens the value that are less than 1 as we increase the power. Let me give you a quick example that we have a value of 1 with the power of 2. So 1 raised to 2 equals 1. But the value of 0.5 raised to 2 will be 0.25. So it darkens the value as we increase the power. Okay, so I hear you ask, why we climb the values? Let me show you what happens if we directly feed this y into our power node. And it breaks. Basically, any negative value is not working. In practice, any negative base without brackets with the power of positive value p will give a negative value, but somehow it returns an error, also known as not a number. This is the reason it is displaying pink color. Maybe it's a bug. If you know why it is happening, tell me in the comments. Now we want to control this blend from the inspector. So let's create a flow property. Call it planet blend. Leave a default of something like 1. And as you saw problem with negative values, let's keep the mode slider and keep the minimum to near 0, so 0.01. And the maximum will depend on the preference, so let's try 50. Let's drag that in from the inspector. And yeah, we have our custom skybox. I would typically say that's it for this video, but this time there's more to come, so stay tuned for that. If you find the video helpful, consider like, share,
Okay, so this Starry Night was part of the more to come. Dang it. Oh, hey, I think I recognize that. So where is this more to come? That's actually the part that I was looking for. April 1st. 3 weeks ago. Oh, still doing stuff. Yeah, okay, I saw the outlines and stuff here. More outline stuff, yeah, okay. I think it's 2 years ago, 2023. Simple. I've watched every single simple outline toon shader, apparently. There we go. Skybox. Easy stars. Oh hell yeah! I really should know this.
In today's video, we will create this Starry Night effect using Shader Graph. This will be the follow-up video.
There we go.
How to create Skybox video. If you haven't seen it, link is in the description below. Check it out. I'm using Unity version 2022, but it will work on any Unity LTS versions. From last time, we have our project in URP, we have our Skybox Shader Graph, we have assigned our Skybox material, and for this one, we will need a post-processing volume with the modules blue and the tone mapping with the mode aces. The rest is up to your preference. With those things out of the way.
Okay, so I guess I gotta watch that whole thing. Okay, do I want to watch that right now? So hopefully that'll give me Starry Night. Okay, let's just go with that as the Starry Night thing. So take me back to that solid color again. Aha, that is a little more detailed. Well, then can I do even more detailed? If I add another 0, that's going to be, like, insane, right? Yeah, okay, it's probably 2. It's not going to let me do that. Okay, save. We click the actual save button. There we go. Okay, that's too much, it looks like. So maybe go back to 1,000. Yeah, okay, so that looks like it's a little too much. Yeah, now you can see that it's just noise across the whole thing. Okay, so if that can give me a procedural night sky, then... Ooh, wait a second. Yeah, I don't care if this looks a little grainy. Oh, the character's gonna be the big question mark now at this point. Okay, so maybe we just do a build while I'm looking at this. I don't really feel like watching that tutorial. Maybe I'll do that in the morning before I... okay, here. Builds, clean build. To date. How long were those tutorials? It was 10 minutes for that, and then... of which there's a good chunk that I might want to skip. So 11 minutes and 13 minutes. It's about half an hour to get a Starry Night skybox. I don't know. That would look... that would help the visuals a lot. And... it is a... oh, there. Now... okay, I was going to say, now it's actually looking at the game. Okay, so... yeah, now on the giant monitor, this is all off. Okay. Or maybe it's because of the... okay, so not quit. Okay, good. Wait, actually go back to open scene. Scenes, main menu. Go back to here and give me the music. Okay, now... I don't know that I... did canvas... yeah, there we go, screen space camera. Is that what I wanted? Did that make any difference? No, not really. Yeah, because this needs to be up. Okay, no, I do want to I do want to attach it to the top here. Then I want to blow this up, actually. That looks small. Okay, title text. I want to attach it to the top, actually. And then I want to Hmm. Okay, do I want to blow up that, or do I want to blow up this? One of these. Okay. And then this pause menu just seems a little small. Oh, I can't scale this whole thing. Yeah, okay, and I was even seeing it here when I did this. Yeah, okay. And then as this gets bigger and bigger and bigger, this gets easier and easier to see. Yay! Okay. And again, this is a nice one of those, like, you can play with the mechanic while you're on the start screen. Okay, but that's just so tiny. It's a bit much. Okay. Do I want to watch that half an hour? No, it's right before 8 o'clock. Okay. So, that's some amount of Spirit Bomb. Oh, I needed the timer. Yeah. Okay, I should do the timer. I don't know if there's a good way I can do like a. Well, I know I could do a decal. I could do like some kind of explosion decal, kinda, sorta, maybe. Wait, can you actually see the little guy? I think you could almost actually see the little guy. Yeah, okay, not on this stream at all, but on my high definition, high resolution monitor, I can see a single pixel that is the little guy. Okay. The timer. Okay, so sample scene. Yeah, so this project's coming along a little better. Text. Here, the timer text. Yeah, so the big things to tackle tomorrow are going to be the character art. Okay. So character art. Well, I guess the Starry Night background. Starry Night background. The chat message. Oh, the options. Oh, and audio. Okay, options. Audio. And then chat messages. Okay, and in what order? The Starry Night background, definitely the top thing. Then, I think the audio, maybe? Because I can hide the options menu if I don't do the options menu. I would like to do the options menu. I guess the options menu after that? Then, probably should do the character art and then the chat messages. Okay, but I have half an hour. Do I mess with the timer now? Do I mess with the audio now? Okay, so the timer. I was kind of thinking at the top of the screen, but I think that's going to be right over top of the... So if I say timer at the top of the screen, is that going to be right over top of the Spirit Bomb? Kind of? Well, no, actually, no. Because of the framing on this, actually, it is fully above the spirit bomb. Hell yeah! There we go. I want to make this mic a little more sensitive here, so that I don't have to shout and yell as much, and I can just breathe into the microphone and the ball gets bigger. Okay, and that's making me think if I just get the, like, static, okay, I had that weird sound I was trying to use. I had the ball, metal ball, rolling across a wooden table kind of sound that I was trying to use for... Wait a second. Stunt Planet. You're right here. Audio? Wait, what is this? Is this the... No. What did I open? This seems like the wrong... This seems like an old version. Sure, I'll click a random YouTube link. Ooh. Ambitious. Okay, so it's the, birds versus frogs, I suppose. The dashing boat just seems like such a silly idea to me. Looking good, though. Oh, and then I'm assuming, like, cargo ship containers? Because, yeah, that lets you do a lot of level design that, can I guess how you generated the level? Random cube placement? Or I guess, container ship placement? Yeah, okay, that is one of the, like, in the water. Oh. Did this have colliders? It looked like the boat was kind of... Oh, the level generator that you made for Imbibe. The one that you didn't... that I didn't use. That's funny. No, that's looking good. That's looking super cool. Yeah, okay, I was getting a little scared of this, but... The camera shake is doing a lot for me, I think. Okay, so then not up to capturing a video just yet. Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah, because I don't know that I would want to show off the main menu, but it's still... Well, it's fine. It's all work in progress anyway, but then we do that. And it comes to just extreme shake and whatever nonsense, but okay. Really? That's not loud enough? You were doing it just a second ago. Or is it just that picky in the build? Yeah, I forgot. I gotta change the numbers on the build still. Dang it. Okay. Oh, wait. And another bug to put down. Another thing to put down here is the variable endpoint for the camera. Because there are explosions that are going to be too big. And then because the planet doesn't change size, that makes it so that it can be... Wow, it moves so slow. Yeah, it kind of needs to have something on the planet that you can see that it's nuking, but this works too, I guess. Yeah, some audio would help, and... No! What do you mean I can't quit? Ugh. Okay, so... Pause menu. What's up with you? I don't have anything on it? That's what's up. That's why it's not doing the thing. That would make sense. Quit. You. I can't, because it's tied to this. You get main menu. Quit the game. There we go, thank you. Okay, so still gotta clean up the menus, still gotta clean up the... Oh, okay, the audio, that's what I was questioning. Stunt Planet, there should be a version of Stunt Planet somewhere on some files. Okay, I thought this was my main laptop, not... Okay, or maybe it's this? Created games... No, you don't even have Stunt Planet. So that you... B drive... Created games... Stunt Planet. Okay, you do have a Stunt Planet, and then this Stunt Planet did not appear to have anything. Because this doesn't have an audio thing, this looks so old. Oh shoot. Stunt Planet builds. As of September 2024. Oh, a year ago. Okay, well then let's go dig around in audio instead. What in the world? Okay, music? I don't really want to re-record that sound if I do have that sound. Okay, these look old. Oh, I do have some old button sounds that I've used. Sounds? Oh yeah. I didn't even hear that one, but... Oh, that one's pretty quiet too. Well, I could just throw that in there just to say I'm thinking about audio too. Audio. Okay, but where was that weird... Yeah, I'm like, where did I put all of the, like, sound effects that I did for Theory Crafter and stuff? Because I found that audio somewhere. Some music here. Okay, there's Dice Drop Pop. This probably has yay at the bottom. This does have yay at the bottom. Okay, so this has the tiles sliding sound. Where did those come from? I don't recall. Okay, ad break happening too. Stone, that's what it was. There's a stone ball rolling around. Okay, these actually, wait a second. If I modify them in Audacity, can I boost the volume? Because I think they all came out very quiet. Okay, so if I throw this into here, yes, that is heckin' quiet. So now if I do effect, amplify, that didn't do anything. Effect, normalize. No, I gotta turn that up so high to get that to... Okay. Well, can I boost it in Unity then instead? Okay, so these stone ball rolling. Let's throw you into here. I'm just gonna keep it rolling. Okay, so now the spirit bomb, I want an audio component. And then just pick one of these. That looks like the noisiest. Now volume 2. No, okay, so you can't boost it anymore. And Audacity didn't want to boost it either. Oh, it doesn't loop it? Yeah, it's just because I'm trying to think about here. Oh my goodness. Wow, the graphics on this are wildly different. Yeah, okay, can I add like a rock particle effect too? Okay, do I have a good explosion sound I can use? I don't think I have a good one. Even these audio, there's like, I thought this might work. I don't know, maybe like a pitch it up or something? Oh, I didn't loop the audio there. So back to you. If I loop the audio, and then I change the pitch, maybe? Pitch it up and see. That almost works. Interesting. It's a bit quick. I need it to be much longer, much slower. That's almost working. Okay, cool. And oh, I need some kind of explosion sound. Okay. Well, I've got everything. I was like, everything is half-assed at this point. I've got half-assed texture. I have an ability to do some half-assed background. I got some half-assed audio. I got a half-assed character. I got some half-assed menus. So I got and I got one whole day tomorrow. One half of a weekend to install the other half of the ass. That's why I'm happy. I'm right in the crack of the ass. And I'm seeing the other side now. And it's looking good. I'm right in the middle of the crack of the ass, and it's looking good. Okay, the spirit bomb here. So pitching it up actually did help, and then can I... I had one other thing I was gonna do. The speed. Can I change the speed of the audio? Can you just play it slower? Volume, pitch, pan, blend, reverb. Is it a... You can change it for like anime. It's just a wave. You should be able to just stretch the wave out, right? Is there seriously not an easy thing? Okay, yeah, you hear imperfections, but that's fine. The imperfections, I think, work for what I'm trying to do. Okay, pitch bend group, and... Although that might just be a mess with it in Audacity, to change the playback speed or something? Yeah, it's gonna sound heckin' weird, but... Well, it's because it was a very short clip that I then sped up with the pitch that now I want to... Yeah, okay. So, yeah, what can you do to change that? The tempo. Change speed and pitch. Oh, every time. Okay. Okay, then change the speed and pitch. Okay, maybe I just record a new rolling ball sound effect, because with a different pitch, it actually does kind of work. Yeah, okay, that's... So maybe I record some different rolling ball sound effects, but... It sounds more like a space engine is about to explode or something, but it's something, I guess. Like I said, it's half-assed. I'm hoping I can install the other half of the ass tomorrow. Okay, and then that. I need some kind of low rumble or something. I don't know if I have like a low rumble somewhere. Yeah, I've got Foley for all sorts of little like balls, and because I got all sorts of board game pieces that I think get a lot of that nice like clips and pops and pew. Okay, yeah, no, that's me saying things. Oh, speaking of impipe, okay, that's why. Okay, and these are just, yeah, I was gonna say that's rubber band sound effects. Hmm. Because actually, the thing I was... Yeah, it's got a nice, like, smashing, like, grabble kind of sound effect, but... Yeah, a lot of these were just recorded, like, really quiet. Okay, I think these were... Were these me? These don't... I don't recall doing that. It's only 8:15, but I'm like, I think I might have a hard time going to bed, and I'm like, I'm tired too. Everything's all half-assed and stuff too, so it's like, yeah, it kind of works. As a vibe, not a great vibe, but kind of works. Send me a nostalgic sound. You're also going through your audio files and finding old files, old sounds and things. Ugh, me doing a poor impression of singing. It's just not what I want to hear. Okay. I can turn this into a build. Oh, I even have the font if I could just attach it to anything. Yeah, let's just hope that tomorrow things work just a little better so that I can... Okay, so... It's just gonna say the word timer at the top here. Maybe we hide that for now. Okay, let's do a build. Oh, and then, I don't know. I think it was saying something about you can't do microphone recording in a web build. So I think I might just do the Windows build. And if I do add the Twitch compatibility as well, I think that also will push me towards let's just do a web build. Okay, there we go. It's recording. Yay! Okay, so now I can show that off a little bit. The other stuff I can't really show off, but then we click that. And then there. Oh no! Okay, so no, it is. What? It feels like the volume is just a little more picky like this. I gotta change the values on this. I need to change the values of the build. I need to add some time to delta time. Okay. And then that video is not going to be... Oh, I suppose that's why you did the YouTube link. Well then. I will follow in the footsteps of greater men than myself and just steal that idea. Video captures this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then I want to clip off the front of this. Man, I missed that other thing that I had. Actually, wait a second. I can just cut. Let's just do some actual video editing. Especially if I'm going to dump it on YouTube. Your GOG. Aha! Okay, the icon's gone. That's what happened there. Okay, so let's just cut this into... this is just some soul charge gameplay. Okay, you go in there. And then we cut out the beginning of this. Get there. Okay, you know what? We're going to just cut out the whole. Just go from... Yeah, because I pause again. So do there. Okay, and then we cut there, and then the rest of this. Yeah, because I don't charge it anymore. Can you... Okay, how do I want to zoom out so I can see the whole Dad Blasted thing. Okay, but that worked. Okay, and then because it takes so long, so I lied, I wanted to actually do there. Something like that. That sound is absolutely awful when editing it. Okay, and then we can cut off the end of this a little bit here too. Okay, so now that's how long? Or what's it look like? Are you gonna even notice the cuts? Okay, I don't need to have the main menu on the screen for that long either. So it'll just be there. Okay, and then let's also cut the... Okay, so right after you start the game, cut there, there, then chunk. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now that's still a good amount of gameplay. Okay, and then I just let it sit there for a while. So do that too. There we go. There's the main menu. There's the charging the ball. And there's the throwing the ball. And even that, I don't need that much. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go, just that into there. Okay, so now it's just a more concentrated look at what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Now we export you. Export the timeline. No, it's okay. What is it again? Export project. Okay, you didn't have that selectable there. No, not export project. Export. Export timeline. That, but okay, label it as. Is it not export then? Is there another button? Oh, deliver? Is this what I want? This doesn't look familiar. So I still charge day 2. Okay, now how about Down2Jam? Down2Jam. Day 2. And videos, that's fine. And then add to render queue. Okay, then render it out. Render all. Okay, I was gonna say it was pretty dang short, so shouldn't have been too dang hard. So, where'd you put it again? Aha. Okay, cool. So now, how big is it? Can I just dump it on Discord is the question. Okay, here. Nope. Okay, it's still too big. Gosh dang it. Okay. I like your idea. I edited this video and stuff too. So let's go to YouTube and post a video. And again, an unlisted video. Create. Sure. Nobody's gonna see this, but if it defaults to that. Okay, next. And then unlisted. Okay, whatever. 3 minutes left to process this short video? Not a long video. It is 10 seconds. Bugger off. Okay, so when is it? How do I know when it's fully processed? It's already cooked. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we go post this on the everywhere. Do I want to put it on Down2Jam? Do I want to figure out how to post on Down2Jam? Sure. Or no. Okay, where's just my regular stuff? I was gonna say Twitter, Insta, Face. It's like I typically click them twice, and I don't remember why. I remember why I do it here is because of the tags. Yeah, it's because this. Then I can look at all of this stuff. Okay, Down2Jam day 2. And then can I do like a slice of something? No, there's no like slice of fruit or something. Yeah, there's a slice of watermelon. What if I type in half? No. Okay, do the watermelon. Why'd you copy it twice? And then we'll keep the same hashtags. It's not gonna do anything anyway. Okay, now let's post it on there. Here. I want to post the video. Wow, the lack of music is very much sending it into, like, sleepy time. Get there, and... Okay, you're gonna go to bed? No, you gotta do a raid first. Raidable. This video, please? Oh, videos, not captures. There we go. That there. Because I'm literally in the process of posting it on all the places and going to bed. Oh, then that's the video there. And then here on Discord. We're not doing that because Discord is very picky about its uploads. Yep, it's just slightly too big And you're just slightly too stupid there. Okay, now the thing.
Back in 2009.
No. Here, the YouTube studio, the link that I just had. The video that I just posted, please. No. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's Discord. That's stream open. Okay. Now Down2Jam. We post the thing. I summon wall of text. Ooh, wow. Somebody's upgrade menu is looking insane. They even added colors and stuff. That pixel font's a little hard to read, but... let's just... Can I post... No, okay, let's do the text I had. Oh, here I am. That always happens. I always want to just post some random update in Discord, and then people are having an actual conversation, and I'm like, maybe I'm not, and then I never do. Okay, well then I'll post it tomorrow. I don't know. It seems like there's a conversation happening. Or do I just jump in and dump my update? Okay, let's go. Well, maybe we'll give that a second. Actually, wait a second. Is there anybody even here? If Phil went to bed, if Brainoid is falling asleep, then the answer is... Looks like no. Nobody else is here. Yeah, okay, that still says 1. And then I hit raid, and it'll... I don't know, some people also show up right when I end the stream, too. Okay, but this also says 1. It's just Brainoid, who is asleep and not here. I want to see what other people are doing, though. Okay, yeah, and the audio is still fairly turned up. Okay, well, let's, I don't care if there's nobody here. We're gonna raid over here just because I want to see what the updates are for Down2Jam.
Alright, we're probably going to hit up some dinner now.
We're gonna hit raid anyway. It's my failed raid. As the yeah, okay. Is it even gonna let me raid with nobody? We'll do it anyway. Okay. Goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. Bye.
Oh shit! Gnome